Hey, everyone, how was your day? Chances are you're going to tell me how it went. You woke up late, you rushed to work, you replied to those emails, you scrolled on TikTok, you went home, you're tired. That's not living, that's reacting. When we mistake activity for achievement, we stop asking why. Why are we doing what we're doing? You lose yourself. You lose your sense of identity, your sense of purpose. You no longer know who you are or what you stand for. And then one day, you look around and you realize you're not living your life, you're just reacting to it. Are you working to achieve your goals? Or are you just working to stay busy? What about when you're in relationships? You'll begin to see all the areas of your life where you've been on autopilot, where you've been reacting instead of living. Once you see it, once you become aware of it, you can start to change it. Are you spending time with people because you genuinely enjoy their company today? I challenge you to start living on purpose. Today, I challenge you to ask yourself, am I living or am I just reacting? And if you're not living, if you're only reacting, I challenge you to ask yourself why. Why are you doing what you're doing? And when you find the answer, I hope it's a good one. I hope it's a reason that lights you up, that makes you feel excited and passionate about your life. Because if it doesn't, it's time to stop. It's time to start living on purpose. You can start to live on purpose instead of on autopilot. It takes courage. It takes courage to stop the endless scrolling. It takes courage to say no to that extra project, to walk away from toxic relationships, to listen to your own needs and wants. But it's worth it. It's worth it because it's your life. It's your story. You deserve to live it on your terms. You can start to be intentional with your time and energy. Or are you just keeping them around because you've been keeping them around for a long time? We just do it because that's how it's always been done. Every moment is dictated by somebody else's deadline, somebody else's crisis, somebody else's noise. Where are you in that story? You start small. You begin to pay attention to the little things, the everyday moments that make up your life. Notice when you're on autopilot. Notice when you're reacting instead of living. The thing is, we have built our lives around urgency, chasing validation, not values. Scrolling endlessly, not to learn, but to escape, never sitting with our feelings. Because stillness is mistaken for laziness, and silence feels like failure. We've been trained to be always on, always performing. And in this constant state of reaction, something dies inside of us, our self-awareness. We forget what we like. We don't know what peace sounds like. And the scariest part, we become so good at performing that we stop asking who we were before the performance began. This is the biggest lie we tell ourselves, that busyness is a badge of honor. No, it isn't. Busyness is the absence of intention. You know what happens when you stop asking why? The antidote to this is awareness. The antidote is to bring your attention to the present moment and ask, am I living or am I just reacting? When you do this, you'll see that most of what you do is not intentional. Most of it is on autopilot. You know what you're doing? You're looking at other people's lives, comparing yourself to them, judging yourself based on their achievements. Stop. Pause. Put your phone down and ask yourself, why am I doing this? What am I hoping to get out of this? If you're honest, you'll find that you're not really getting anything out of it. You're just filling your mind with other people's noise. You're just going through the motions. So here's what you do. Let's say you're scrolling on social media. What about when you're working? Are you working because you want to, or are you working because you feel like you have to? You start to ask these questions. You can start to reclaim your life from the clutches of busyness. But here's the hard part. So today, I challenge you to get off autopilot. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.